Fundamental affiliate internet marketing. We all couldn't want anything more than to get somewhat more cash flow. Now and then a little to enhance a pay can be a tremendous assistance. Today it is simpler that you think to get some additional money in your ledgers. A large portion of us today have our very own sites. We can get them for nothing and use them as a strategy to keep others educated regarding what we are doing. You can really transform your site into a method of making some additional money for you. By setting a few advertisements on your site, you can possibly bring in some money. At the point when individuals go onto your site, in the event that they see a promotion that is fascinating and click it on, you get what is known as a reference installment. Clicks should as much as possible. Slowly your profit will increment as your site gets seen. You're not likely going to get rich with simply your very own site. Be that as it may, it is an approach to begin. There may come when you make another site and you can begin transforming this into a lucrative endeavor also. You could pursue a subsidiary program and bring in cash through their advertisements. To do this well, you have to think about a suitable subsidiary program that perusers of your site would appreciate. For instance, in the event that your site is about pets, you might need to search for members that work with pet supplies, pet food or veterinary administrations. You'll need to have subsidiaries that will improve your site. Having promotions for uncommon books or outdoor supplies on a pet site won't draw in an excess of consideration. When you have a site fully operational, you have to get a rundown of member organizations that will give you their promoting flags. There are heaps of organizations on the net that will support you. You can get execution insights on them also. You will have the option to follow the amount you will procure and how you will be paid. When you get a couple of standards onto your site, you'll have the option to check the advancement for yourself. Two organizations that are amazingly famous are Commission Intersection and Connection Share. These will both assist you with discovering offshoots for your site. They have heaps of good, precise data accessible on what organizations would be ideal and how well they perform. Pursuing one of these subsidiary projects is simple. You will be requested individual data, so don't be put off. This is essential since they will be paying you commission cash. You'll be relied upon to give your government-managed retirement number just as take data. When you join, you should consider which projects to pick. Commission Intersection has the entirety of the data accessible on which organizations pay which paces of commission. They likewise have data on how well and convenient they make their installments. In the event that an organization is a precarious standing, Commission Intersection will think about it. On the off chance that you're hoping to get somewhat more cash flow, at that point it is simple. Why not venture out, transform your individual site into an approach to make money? Occupy those clear spaces with promotions and let the cash move in. You can generally extend and make various sites. The more advertisements you can improve. Associate projects are extraordinary approaches to assist you with bringing in cash. You can begin little with your own site and afterward venture into different zones. In the end, you could construct your own member business. Investigate partner advertising. It very well may be very worthwhile. Simple profits using PPC in your affiliate marketing business. PPC is one of the 4 fundamental kinds of search engines. PPC is likewise one of the most savvy methods of focused web promoting. As indicated by Forbes magazine, PPC, or pay per click, records to $2 billion every year and is required to increment to around $8 billion constantly 2008. Let us investigate how PPC search engines work. These motors make postings and rate them dependent on an offer sum the site proprietor is eager to pay for each snap from that web crawler. Promoters offer against one another to get higher positioning for a particular catchphrase or expression. The most elevated bidder for a specific catchphrase or expression will at that point have the site positioned as number 1 in the PPC search engines, followed constantly and third most noteworthy bidder, up to the last number that have set an offer on a similar watchword or expression. Your promotions at that point will show up noticeably on the outcomes pages dependent on the dollar sum offer you will consent to pay per click. How would you bring in cash by utilizing PPC into your offshoot showcasing business? Most subsidiary projects possibly pay when a deal is made or a lead conveyed after a guest has clicked through your site. Your profit won't generally be equivalent to they will be reliant on the site content and the traffic market. The motivation behind why you should fuse PPC into your member advertising program is that income are simpler to make than in some other sort of partner program not utilizing PPC. Thusly, you will make benefit based from the click-throughs that your guest will make on the promoter's site. In contrast to certain projects, you are not paid per deal or activity. PPC can be creative of your site. With PPC search engines joined into your offshoot program, you will have the option to benefit from the guests who are not inspired by your items or administrations. Similar ones who leave your site and never returns. You won't just get commissions not just from the individuals who are simply looking through the web and finding the items and administrations that they needed, yet you will have the option to manufacture your web page's acknowledgement as a significant asset. The guests who have discovered what they required from your site are probably going to return and audit what you are offering all the more intently. At that point they will ultimately return to scan the web for different items. This sort of member program is likewise a simple route for you to produce some more extra incomes. For instance, when a guest on your site does a pursuit in the PPC search engine and snaps on the publicist-awaited postings, the promoter's record will at that point be deducted in light of that click. With this, you will be remunerated 30% to 80% of the publicist's offered sum. PPC isn't just a wellspring of producing simple benefits, it can likewise assist you with advancing your own site. The vast majority of the projects permit the commissions got to be gone through for publicizing with them in a split second and with no base procuring necessity. This is one of the more compelling approaches to trade your crude guests for focused surfers who has more inclinations to buy your items and administrations. What will occur on the off chance that when you incorporate PPC into your partner program? PPC normally have prepared to utilize associate instruments that can be effortlessly coordinated into your site. The most well-known instruments are search boxes, flags, text connections and some 404 blunder pages. Most web crawlers use custom arrangements and can give you a white mark subsidiary program. This empowers you, utilizing a couple of lines of code, to coordinate distantly facilitated co-marked web index into your site. The key advantages? More cash created as well as some additional cash as an afterthought. Besides a lifetime commissions whenever you have eluded some website admin companions to the motor. Consider the big picture. Where would you be able to get every one of these advantages while previously creating some pay for your site? Knowing a portion of the more helpful instruments you can use for your member program is certainly not an exercise in futility. They are somewhat a methods for acquiring inside of procuring. Best find out about how you can utilize PPC web indexes into your partner program than pass up an incredible occasion to acquire more benefits.